Hey, everybody, and this is Monday Night Football.
Well, Coach, to be predicted this time of year, it is a cold and windy night in downtown Baltimore. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Davis now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them. To me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And caught by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Murray going to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Messina, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 87 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Davis on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
43. Check, 43.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 17 carries, 63 yards. From the 29, Murray. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. In today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go. 43. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Defensively, pretty good start. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw left side taken in by Miller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down. It's Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He can run for it, and Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. After one, 17-7 is our score. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Messina. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Davis. Going to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. On display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. First down, Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a carry for Cobb. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
from the gun on third down. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Completion left side to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And Rudolph has it left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And an alley to run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Davis now, off the play fake.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. And
he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Cobb. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and 9, Murray flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Murray. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 29, Davis got his man complete over the middle. That's Schneider. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Pick it up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the draw, here's Cobb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And Caldwell's got it over the middle. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Griffith. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Throwing now is Murray.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. That'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Joseph. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Murray now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Cobb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Cobb. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
12 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They run the counter. Messina. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Davis now. Throw left side complete. It's Schneider. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Messina. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Davis. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brian Burns It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Murray now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10. Murray, they'll roll him out right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip.
So So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Davis on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll keep it on the ground. Messina. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On 3rd down, it's Cobb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 36, Davis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Caldwell. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on Steeler offense, staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They run the draw play. This is Cobb. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a pickup of 6.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Cobb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, Davis. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught left side by Cobb.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
Davis's pass.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there. But he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They keep it on the ground. Cobb again. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Over the middle, complete. It's Schneider. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with his